up, everybody? Welcome back to Shot Take. My favorite thing about that intro video is that it's stupid shit. Jeb and I are tweeting on multiple accounts, and then it's actual information from TST and JonBoyBeats.
That's why this show works. It's a good balance, you know?
It was like joke. Here are the 6 things you can expect in an upcoming WNBA drop.
John like talking about complex economic concepts, and I'm just like, check out this meme I made at work.
Yeah, I know this is a different show, so we don't go through and say hi to everybody, but I will say hi to Dapper employees. We've got Ballers Blockchain, who's ready to cowboy up down under, and then JP Hornbrook on vacation on a boat. I think survived the storm. And is in full Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this shit vibes. But good to see everybody. TST, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. It's Vegas is up 13-0. So does that mean we bet everything on the Raiders this year? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's exactly how this works in the Hall of Fame game. You gotta take whatever you do from today's games, and that's how you bet for the rest of the year. So
pretty sure the Raiders are going undefeated, is what this is telling me. So
yeah, that's what I've learned from
my best ball drafts have adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, a lot of Amir Abdullah after his touchdown in the second quarter, whatever it was.
Exactly.
Jeb, what's going on with you, man? How are you doing?
Life is busy, but I got my floaty video done and posted today. So if you haven't watched that, while you're watching the stream, open it up on another tab, mute it, right click, hit loop, and then smash the like button.
Definitely.
Let's pump that algo, baby.
Not enough looping. Jeb, I feel like you've been in a different room the last like 5 shows. No,
it's the same room I've been in for a while. I feel like.
Well, you were outside last
time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You know, I'm busy. I've been busy lately. Life's been a little hectic. Been moving around a lot, but hopefully, things are going to get a little more normal, at least for a little bit, and then I'll be living in Mississippi. So
there you go.
You know, life never slows down.
That'll be normal, right?
Yeah. A lot of Mississippi energy in my replies today. So let me know how that goes. Top Shot Tesla is back. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I said this royalty-free beat kind of slaps. It does. That is like that's going to be one of the best just like slow vibe and intro songs.
We paid a lot of money for that. So
did you?
No, obviously
not. Well, I didn't know, dude. I don't know. I was like, maybe that's where you wild out on. You know, you're like, hey, I got a pretty tight.
Didn't we just rip it off YouTube?
Yeah,
no, man.
Just don't monetize any of your videos. So I had an idea for today's show that I put in our little Discord DM, and I was like, you know what we should do? It's football. Football kicks off tonight. We can focus on the fantasy stuff, you know, like really dive in, really let John just flourish.
carry the show today.
And then he was like, I'm going to sit this one out, boys. So I'm kind of excited to see where we land tonight. We do have a couple of different stuff. TST and I both have some all-day packs to rip, so we'll do that in a little bit. But I guess, like, to start off, TST, should we like turn it over to you for a little bit? I know you've been making content this week around the team rewards. We get a little bit more clarification from Jacob and the Top Shot team about what the rewards are going to look like. You want to take it away?
Yeah. I just kind of want to get a couple of your thoughts. I kind of wanted John here for this as well. So once again, he lets us down because I think he has he's pretty out on certain things when it comes to like doing things on the program for rewards specifically. So it would have been nice to have his contrasting opinion for tonight, but hey, that is such. But basically what I wanted to just like touch on a couple things that have to do with the fact that like we are going, like there's more decisions than just locking your sets. Basically, there's going to be a timing thing. And I view it as having kind of 3 different options. You have the like lock as soon as possible so you can get out on the other end. Then you have like lock before the Q1 rewards. And then you have like lock before the Q3 rewards. And there's kind of like 3 different choices for someone who's already made the decision. I'm going to lock.
Right.
What they laid out for us is good enough. And I feel like I've been pretty kind of like wait to lock till you have all the information type thing. But sets is one where I would kind of maybe lean the other way. And I would say like try to lock as early as possible. If you're someone that's going to hold on to the set for all of Series 4, I would probably be like lock right away, because then you have more flexibility on the other end when we find out what's happening into Series 1, 2, 3 sets for Series 5. Or be like Lloyd. You look at Lloyd's account, he has nothing locked though. So that's kind of like where I've differed. Like the team leaderboards, I've been saying like relax, don't do it until you know kind of checklists, and once we know all those things. So I just want to like hear from you guys. Are you planning on locking any sets? What do you guys? How's your vibe around the set rewards?
Before we get into it, can you just remind us what the set rewards are? I know you just did some content around that, right? Like, what are the for locking sets? What's the benefit there?
So common, you're going to get 2 blended packs. We don't know what that means, but that's the other thing.
They're like, blended packs, probably.
Yeah, but like we don't know like the percentage. So like, are they?
There could be like a guaranteed rare though, for all we know, and it's still. So.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. I wouldn't
for all the comments.
I wouldn't be thinking that great, but like maybe a decent percentage at a rare.
Yeah,
maybe a guaranteed LE. It would be more like
what talking 9999.
No, I'm talking like an actual set, maybe.
Oh, but, wait. Speaking of which, while you keep doing that, I've got a great tweet to pull up. Keep going.
I think I saw. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yes, please do it. But so you get 2 blended packs for those. The exceptions to that is the base set and the Cool Cats, and they're like in the rare category, which are going to get 1 rare pack, 2 blended packs, and then also a priority for a queue. So kind of think allow list for that. And then MGLE is a step above that, and it gets 3 MGLE packs, 2 blended packs, and then a allow list. And then you have your legendary whales out there that are getting a legendary pack, 3 MGLEs, maybe 2 blended. I don't remember off the top of my head. So, I mean, it like differs for different things. Like I wasn't a big set collector before, so I don't have many decisions to make. Like I own the W and I own the Rising Stars. So like,
yeah, none of this doesn't move the needle for me. I think if you have sets and you're part of a community that's like, hey, dude, sets are fucking tits. We need sets, right? Like if that is the energy that you have, lock them so you can do that together, have all of that fun stuff. But like if you were like for the reward themselves, we need to lock. I'm like, I don't know. That I honestly, this was before I knew that locking was a thing. I had decided that the set rewards weren't enough. Because I was someone who collected and then there were 4. The second I got the Series 3 and then there were 4, I was like, let's sell them all. Like I moved off of everything. I did the same thing with the playoff sets. And that's just me. Like, I don't think that's necessarily the right way to do it. But I do want to say, like, I think the only right take that I've seen on the internet so far today is from Glenn. And Glenn says, hello, Janie. How are you? Are there any plans for specific utility for the 9999 LE Count Series 3 base set moments? I know there were rumors, Janie, swirling around a while ago. Any input on this would be greatly appreciated. Janie. This is the worst, Glenn. This is the worst. He should just put his username in and be like, here, this is the moment I own the most of. When will this go up?
I love that the first Janie wasn't tagged, but then he made sure to get it. And I thought at first, like, oh, he's just gonna write her name. He's not gonna like tag her or anything.
Yeah.
And then I like got through the rest of it because I was also laughing halfway through. But once I got to the end, I was like, oh, no, had to throw in that tag too.
I know. I also, Poke Bro Eric and I rarely agree on anything. And he goes, there were 0 rumors swirling around.
Well, I think the rumors he's talking about, and first of all, shout out to Glenn. He's a good guy. So I don't want to dunk on him too hard.
No, yeah, listen, Glenn, nothing but wow, he doesn't follow me. Sorry, Glenn, dude. You're gonna keep taking L's. Keep taking L's, Glenn.
I think what he's referring to maybe got a little confused, or he didn't catch the whole drift, was when like flash challenges would be like, oh, it has to be below this mint count. You have to use this moment. And that's when the 999s have their own like special utility.
You know who I blame for that too? Pack Rip Mahomes. He tweeted about that.
There was someone that did tweet about it and said it was going to be a big thing.
Guys,
so I assume those are the rumors.
Also, this would be very funny. I would like this. Yeah. This would be good. I like that.
Banger.
That'd be a big ratio. That'd be a big ratio.
So I think I'm the only one here who is like enjoys collecting sets, because it's interesting you bring this up, TST, because I was literally just looking at my summer league set, the first one from the first year, and I was like, do I lock this or do I don't? Because in one hand I was like, well, it's not going to get me on any leaderboards, these 5 moments. Like this is specifically going to be for rewards. And then I'm like, oh, like there's a sentimental value for me for that set where I'm like, oh, like it was like in summer league, I'm like in some of the moments, like it was always a sentimental set to me that I never thought about selling. And now I'm like, oh boy, like I'm so torn, because like I got so close to locking it. I went and checked all the moments, and then I was like, okay, well, let's
I don't hate that. Like, I'm not out on that. Like, I think like the idea of just collecting them, I think, but a lot of the conversation is around specifically like, oh, locking's not worth the reward, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, it's just a year is such a long commitment. So even if I don't like, I'm a pretty diamond-handed collector. Like, I buy stuff. I'm not constantly flipping or changing my mind on things. Like, once I have something, I have it. Mm-hmm. Like, I've had that summer set. I've never considered selling the top or trying to time the bottom or anything like that. But locking for a year is so long. Like, I've barely had any relationships that have lasted more than a year.
I was about to say, I hope your girlfriend's not from earshot. Earshot right now.
We're almost at a year. So.
But I do love the idea that you haven't sold anything.
And it's so long.
You haven't sold a damn thing. You've already been holding the summer moments for over a year. And you're like, oh, I don't know, dude. What about Killian Hayes? He pumps.
I know. Well, not the Killian Hayes, but the Quickly specifically, I guess. Yeah. Because I would have to double check, but I think that's like by far his most accessible challenge reward. So it just gets They're just little things like that where I'm like, oh, like theoretically, like if he has a good year this year, maybe he takes a big jump, pops up in some crazy flash challenge, shoots to the moon, and then I have him locked up. And it's tough because
he's got a squad goals coming out, so that'll take a bit of that pain out of you right now. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well then,
lock it up, Jeb.
I think I should then, because it's like the cheapest, like best set to buy and lock, and I don't really plan on selling it. It's like something I want to keep. It's just tough to be like,
So here's the other thing too, and like I don't know if Jeb, you did this before or not, is like people collected all these sets before Series 3 and there was airdrops and everything. Correct. So like,
yes,
I think obviously when we look at it, it's like when we're, looking at things, is it worth it or not? That's like kind of for like someone that maybe isn't attached to that set, or maybe was just kind of like doing it because that was a thing to do recently. But there's tons of people that just kind of collect them because they're completionists. It's how they collect or anything. And like for them, absolutely, like, lock it up and get some rewards for something that you were probably holding on to as well. It's just like, I think what people kind of got used to in Series 3 was like, oh, like if I collect these sets, I get something out of it that like benefits my collection. And now that may be less the case. It may be more so just like, here's a little benefit for something you were already doing.
Right.
And it all comes back to kind of like what we say often is that like, you don't have to do everything like that is put out in front of you.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it comes back to.
All the sets I had, I collected besides Hustle and Show Series 3 and the Common Rising Star set. I had all those before airdrops was a thing. Like I've always been like a set collector. I am a completionist. So that's where it gets tough. But like, even the illusion of freedom, even though I don't think I'm going to sell, Yeah, and that's like I agree with that, John, 100%. To the House pointed that out. I said that earlier a couple streams ago when they first announced locking. I was like, look, in like 6 months from now, 7 months from now, they're going to announce a 6-month option. Like, there's no way that they always just are like, yeah, it's a year. Like, there's zero chance.
But but all right, to that point, if you think that's the case, then you should absolutely be locking now.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when they change,
it's gonna be retroactive.
Yeah,
correct.
Right, because you could just be like, oh yeah, they gave the 6-month parachute. I'm out.
Oh no, I'm saying that if I locked, I would still be locked in for a year. But then they're gonna say, oh, you know what? There's a 6-month option too for you people who didn't.
They won't do that though. They won't do that because when they introduce that, they'll be like, well, anybody who locked can now adjust it. They absolutely would. If they did that,
I do have zero faith in that.
And then everyone's gonna come with the victory laps of the people that locked on like day one because it'll already have like expired. So they're gonna be like, I have the most flexible because I locked right away.
Also,
you idiots waiting.
Can I just say this too? And JP, just like block your ears for a second. How fucked is it that we are just like, well, I know they just told us exactly what they're gonna do, but there's no way they do that.
Like, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but like
but we're still like, yeah, let's do content. Let's buy some stuff. Let's sell some stuff. Let's give some money. Yeah, they'll change the rules for sure. It's probably going to be called like Top Nuts the next time we do this.
It's the sad truth. It's the sad truth. I was someone who for the longest time gave Top Shot the benefit of the doubt, and TST is the one who kept being like, what are you doing? Stop. And I finally stopped, you know?
And you know what? On this point, I'll actually bet that it doesn't change.
How dare you?
A year from today, there won't be.
TST, you just gaslight me for months, and then I finally I buy in, and then you're like, yeah, not even real, bro.
Man, you can't take such a hard stance on things, man. You gotta be more malleable.
That's true. Yeah. And I mean, to that point, locking makes me less malleable. And that's why
I'm not locking anymore.
That's what's tough. And I'm like, so part of me is like, I think I'm leaning towards locking my summer league set. And I think after this conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I think a set like Seeing Stars is a little rougher because it just seems like that set.
It's a bad set.
Yeah, and I thought that set was going to be something that was special, and that's why I bought it. And it's clearly, I feel like Seeing Stars Top Shot is almost trying to sweep under the rug.
Like, yeah, that's set. Like the most rewards out of like any common set.
I think what's nice about owning the Seeing Stars set is you get to be included in the people on Twitter that ask Jacob, like, when is the Seeing Stars set going to get utility? Well, I think that is the utility.
That's one reason I'm like, maybe I should move off this thing. I don't want to be associated.
There's going to be a screenshot, and anyone who holds a Seeing Stars set is going to be removed from the platform. Your moments are going to be traded back in, just like
into the locker room, locker room packs. But yeah, so like there are some sets like Hustle and Show too. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like that, I love that set, even though like it might not hold like a ton of like actual value. I don't really. On the flip side of things, I don't think there's any situation where those things are going to absolutely skyrocket. So locking those is pretty low risk.
But I think this kind of goes Series 3. I think this goes back to
what you were serious.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Series 3 Hustle and Show.
I'm talking about Series 2.
Yeah, but I'm talking about. I'm just clarifying for people that might.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Check out TST's video from 6 weeks ago. Go buy those Rising Star sets real quick and hustle.
No, I'm talking about Hustle and Show. I'm actually a little more out on Rising Stars because of the date they picked for locking, but that's another topic. But what I'm saying about Hustle and Show Series 3, if they follow the challenges any sort of way, if you remember during the Hustle and Show Series 3 challenges, Hustle and 2 skyrocketed. So like everyone that's locking up Hustle and Show 3 right now, if they make it any sort of burning, then people are if it's not burning, then they're okay.
Yeah, I bought 60 Series 2 Hustle and Shows and was like ready to like, and I made a killing off of flipping those like repeatedly.
I thought you were a diamond hand collector.
No, I kept the whole set. I never broke the set, sir. Excuse
Then
me.
lock it.
I know we were like joking about this, and this is to keep, because JP says I shouldn't have come. This is to keep JP here. I do think what this is ultimately doing, though, and I think this is a good thing, is it's making the set collecting and the locking to be less about what I get at the end of it, right? It is just like an added benefit for already collecting what you love. And I think that is a good thing. I do think that is a good thing.
Well,
But
and on top of that, they're ripping off the Band-Aid and they're just like, look, like we're trying to make this sustainable. Like what they've outlined, and I'm sure we're going to get more details, but the way they outlined it makes just more sense. Where it's like, okay, I could see this happening for years to come, as opposed with airdrops. Like that would just be a nightmare. Like
I agree.
And also it kind of like stops the like set complaining, like you're talking about seeing stars. Like, oh, when am I getting, like, when are we getting? So like now all we'll complain about is who gets the allow list for the different drops. And that'll be just like a little less angry people will be, but you'll have to find something to yell.
I don't know if it's all we'll complain about, but it is something we'll complain about.
Well, I think
hello, Janie. It's like Lovitz meets Donald Trump, I think is what that impression is at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, I do think it's interesting because I was very much on, me and John from the beginning were very anti-locking, and I'm still pretty anti-locking. Like right now, like there's zero reason to lock for leaderboards. I've said that a million times. Like we're not, like, once the checklist comes out, the floor is wherever it's at 750 is going to skyrocket. And then if you went in without a plan and you didn't have the full team set or whatever, now you're stuck in no man's land where all your moments are stuck, and you have to spend money to make it worth it, which is just not ideal.
I'm curious what the percentage of people that locked without having the full team set are. Like that's what I've
seen way too many people on Twitter just be like, yeah, lock 600 moments. Let's go.
Just it's not even when people say they lock that many moments. It's when they're like, oh, I locked this many moments and now I'm top 750 in all these teams. And I'm like,
that's tough.
That means you're like looking at that number and you're just doing that, not like, okay, these are the team leaderboards that I'm going to follow for time to come.
I've been happy where I'm at with my collection for the most part, where there's no middle ground. I'm like, yes, I'm going to lock this moment for a year. No, I will sell this moment in any second now. Like I just have like two very distinct categories, which has been nice mentally for me to know. Like there's no guesswork that's happening. It's like, oh, it's not a Nugget. It's not a Celtic. Okay, we're not doing it. I also thought I locked the LeBron TSD and the Giannis TSD and all, and I didn't. I really only locked my Celtics and Nuggets, and that's it. And my whole W set, which I have no regrets about that one either.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, that's how you have to play this game to a certain degree, is like you have to act with conviction. You either have to be like, I am in this for like, I'm like locking these, or I am selling. Like you cannot be in between, because you're just going to get caught in a rock in a hard place for sure.
Life savings or barely put anything in. That's how you got full conviction or not at all.
Judge your PPE. There's no in between.
I love it. Oh, Shapoopy in the house.
Hey,
good to see Shapoopy.
415.
I don't know anything. What else we got? Anything else around that topic? Any other like? I mean, I guess one thing that seemed to be a universal W is that they said that for the first leaderboard reward of the top 750, it's going to be a rare moment instead of a fandom moment. So I think everybody was excited about that.
I think that's cool. And that's what they should have done, because it's a defined mint count.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
starting to get a little FOMO about those team moments. I'm not going to lie.
You gotta lock, Jeb. You gotta
I don't think I'm going to try to get them, but I'm starting to be like, oh man, these could be kind of really cool.
Yeah, you got it. Well, yeah. I think they are going to be really cool. I'm a little nervous. Yeah. I do think the swings are going to be pretty wild for some of these teams.
Yes.
When you think about like the last 10 years, I wonder if like how recent are the Hornets going to go?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, are we get Adam Morrison? Like, what's happening? What's happening with that?
You can have You can have LeBron and Wade, and then you go to like the Orlando Magic, and they're like, "Oh, we've got Fournier and Vucevic." Like,
I would bet so much money it's Vooch and Gordon, right? Is it Vooch?
Oh yeah. But like, there's gonna be such a massive. Even the Lakers. Like, who do the Lakers have? They're gonna put LeBron in a bunch of and Lonzo Ball.
See, my take was that it should be LeBron and AD, should be LeBron and Kyrie, LeBron and Wade, and then it just should be LeBron against other teams. Like LeBron should be in all 30 moments.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be good. But yeah.
So like those are gonna be like blended moments, right? So or melts or whatever.
Melts, yeah.
Correct. Which is super sick too.
But like, is that just like, are they just gonna take highlights of two of the players, or is it gonna be like connections between their players the whole time?
It's gonna be connections. That's
because that makes it a lot more difficult to like pair certain people together, right? Like there has to be like a sharing of the ball for certain.
Every team has like two or three main players that like do a bunch of plays together, right?
82,
like your example
82 games.
Vucevic and Aaron Gordon. You're saying there'd be like tons of great highlights.
There's 5.
They're not going to be, and they won't even be great. You know what they're going to be? It's going to be like screen and rolls or pick and pops with Gordon's going to go around a screen and then dish it to Vooch, who's going to shoot one of those weird ass threes, and that's it. Those are going to be the moments.
Or Vooch misses the 3 and Aaron Gordon cleans it up.
Putback? Hell yeah! I hope we get a bunch of putbacks. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I would love this if it's just each moment was like 10 minutes long. 5 angles of every play.
It takes forever to open a pack.
Regulator. So it's going to be a melt, right? So it's like all moments into one. So it's going to be like 4 or 5 highlights, we assume, into one moment.
And they're team Top Shot debuts. So if it's LeBron and Wade, it's a Heat Top Shot debut. It's not a LeBron or a Wade moment, which is cool. I like that too. And that's what gets me interested, is that it's a team TSD. I'm like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Well, and that's going to affect like full sets come next series 5.
How do they do that then? Is it just like, is that part of series 4? Is that going to be like the de facto bottleneck? Probably.
I would think so.
No, because it's a historical moment, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. So
it'll
count for one of the checklists, right?
For the historical,
for the all time.
Yeah.
Just the all time, which a lot are already bottlenecked from some crazy things anyways.
But that is a big deal for, like, I'm thinking of like the Nuggets set, for example. They don't have.
The thing is that they also said that there's going to be more team moments before that even comes into play. And basically any team moment will always fill that slot. So as long as there's like an accessible team moment, then it won't have much of an effect.
Dude.
Yeah. And it's not this weird.
Don't lock anything. Bail.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm back on not locking.
Dude.
But no, I mean, that's what's going to be interesting too, is because you're not going to get those weird like Andre Miller for $500 because he just happens to be the historical bottleneck.
I paid for that so many times.
I know you did.
Tough.
Wait, you kept buying and selling it?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Dude, Paperhead Zakarian does not sit on moments.
We're up on it though. We like, bought for $250, sold for $325, bought for $280, sold for like $3 something. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. There was something I saw in the chat. I don't even know if we can have this conversation. We've already done it. I talked about this for what felt like 35 minutes today. I've got strong takes on the tour, but I do want to say shout out Veerman and Library, who just being like, you know what? Let's fuck with the ecosystem a little bit.
Yeah. All it takes is like one whale, and it just changes any moment.
Yeah.
I listen to the Morning Marketplace as is part of my religion. And I think you make good points, but I personally think that those will be the bottlenecks, just because I don't see Top Shot doing, like, this one was a little different where it was like geared towards collectors specifically, existing collectors. Like they weren't advertising, blah, blah, blah. I think this will kind of be used as more of a tool.
So let me ask you this. So you think, because I agree, if that is like what the pivot is, I'm on board with you of these being the bottlenecks. So are you saying this is almost going to be like how the first Steph Curry fandom moment was like very expensive, and then the second fandom moment, well, maybe not the second, but like the fifth fandom when we get to
I
Nicholas
think
Claxton and Obi Toppin.
I'll go so far as to say I think it's going to be like the first Summer League, where they're like, oh, hey, you can buy 10 packs or 10 of these moments for $5 a pop.
Yeah.
So maybe like
I mean, if they adjust
the number
the
all
price,
you want, but
if they adjust the price, I'm with you. If they adjust the price and it becomes like a marketing tool, and that you can buy like 10 to 15 at a time or whatever. I just like the specifics of going to Vegas was like, it's such a, like it was a.
But think about the situation from Top Shot's lens. You had a bunch of collectors who felt a little burned because we were kind of told, hey, this official Top Shot conference is coming. By the way, that's going to be one of the tours is when they do the official Top Shot conference, and there will be more packs bought at that conference than in Vegas, 1,000%. But then on top of that, Top Shot's like, okay, look, like we kind of like people feel burned, people feel bummed out. Like, let's do something a little special where we can give them something that makes this memorable, something that's rare, something that's exclusive for like them going. And I think that's why we didn't see you can buy 10 packs for like $10 a piece. And they're like, no, these are like premium rare packs. You can only buy 2. They didn't allow you to buy like 5 at $100 a pop.
Thank God. Thank
God. Yeah, I know. Thank God.
Unless I could pay cash. I hope I do hope that's the case. So, because I think if that is the direction that they're going, I would love to be wrong on this, because to me that means they're about to open the floodgates a little bit on on that. And
well, I think they are, because they've said, Janie said, I mean, I'll take it with a grain of salt, but she said like the beginning of the season is the prime time to fire off. So why wouldn't you open up the floodgates a little bit?
But that doesn't mean it's going to be like those two things don't necessarily, like you can do other things besides tour packs as marketing. And you can also do packs that aren't tour packs as marketing as well. Like just because they do something where like
you're going sign off the deep end packs. I do not know where you're coming from.
I think we'll know. We'll know if this is going to be like the big marketing thing 3 days before the official announcement that it's going to be a big marketing thing, because it'll get tweeted out or talked about in his faces 3 days before it's supposed to be released. And that's when we'll know. And that's when we'll know.
I will say, Mike, the one thing that I agree with, whether who's right or wrong about the tour packs, it really doesn't matter. The point that you made that I think is the most important is you should have a game plan. Because you said something to me in the group chat. I was like, yeah, I really don't. I'm kind of just like, go up.
Yeah.
No, like I don't have a number. I hadn't thought about it at all, where I was like, okay, like I should at least move off my duplicates. Like I think these moments are cool. I kind of do want to hold them just as like a memory. And I know my dad does too, but my dad, he's dying to get that Magic Johnson moment. Like him flipping those is a no-brainer to get that, you know?
And especially if, I mean, I think like we should all have game plans for like a lot of this, not everything, but a lot of the stuff that we're having. And anytime something's pumping that I'm not like super interested in holding long-term, I usually try to like make a number where I was like, okay, I would like to get my money back for what I spent on these packs. And that was like one moment. So I sold one, and then I was like, okay, what is another moment that I would like to convert these into? And then, so then I like created a number and went from there. But I just think like if people, I know there's like a lot of Cavs fans. There's a lot of like tour maxis that are like, I want to hold this till the death. Cool. But if you're not, and you're just like riding the wave, I don't know. I would have little exit strategies.
Yeah. It goes back to what we said about having conviction. Like you either need to like have a plan to sell, or be like, I am holding this, like, and a number going up a bit is not going to sway me.
Yeah.
So
lock it. If you're watching and you have the tour set, lock it. Okay.
Lock it up.
So if if the reason they're pumping is that they become a theoretical bottleneck, who is the like target collector for this set?
Library.
Well, like Cavs fans aren't going to care about the rest of the tour moments. Right? They're not. It's not going to be just.
If you own the bottlenecks, why not buy the rest? Right.
Yeah, but
if you have the most expensive stuff.
Okay, that's like kind of my second point. It's going to be like the people like who would most want this set different than like a different set would be people that were there, right? Like you want to hold it because you're actually there. If you weren't there, you'd be less likely to hold it. True. So like, I guess the like target for the bottleneck would be, I guess, the people that are at the stops afterwards that weren't at the first one that want to pick that up to like complete.
Yeah, like all. How about all the Wolfpack?
Like it's a fandom set.
Yeah.
In the end. So it's not like from a set perspective. It's like.
I think this is so unique.
Stop fudding my bags, Ghostface Driller.
I think this one's a little bit more unique than last year's Summer League moments. I just don't want everyone to forget what happened last summer. Like just those moments.
But that was insane.
I've been no more insane than like.
It was way more insane.
That was super insane, dude. Me and
first of all, the pack didn't cost $100.
Yeah,
no,
I brought my best friend from college, and he was like, should I get these? I was like, dude, max packs. And I honestly did not even. I was like, dude, did I just tell my friend to waste $50? And then he ended up paying for his whole trip, and he's like, dude, this thing's sick. And I was like, okay, don't expect that to always happen.
I mean, like, oh man, it's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. I think again, if you are like, hey, I think there's going to be tour sets. I have a ton of money and I'm going to fly to every single, or if you think it's going to be the bottleneck and you think moving forward, these are going to be out of like 10,000 instead of 300, then, sure.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just wait till J.R. Smith like puts up a good score in golf and you need him for a flash challenge, right?
Once he goes pro, you gotta wait for it to be out of college.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited to see what it's going to be, though. I am excited to see what it's going to be.
Yeah, it does make things exciting, and I think for me, like I plan on keeping 3 just because like I'm a sentimental person. Like I said, I probably am after this gonna go lock my Summer League set because I'm not selling it.
I'm way more interested in seeing what they do as events in the tour than I am like the rest of this set. I could actually care less if they didn't like. That's what I care more about, is seeing what they do.
That too. But like
these different events,
there's a lot of good. You look at the moments. There's a lot of good memories attached to them.
Well, everyone's convinced they're going to Abu Dhabi next. I think those are my favorite Twitter takes. Like, well, listen, dude, I just booked the flight to fucking Paris, Belgium, and Abu Dhabi, dude, because I'm completing the tour.
They did post Paris on the Instagram.
That's true. Right, with Ginobili Soros.
Yeah, shout out to him. My man's out there opening packs everywhere.
Wait, he's from Abu Dhabi, right?
Correct. Yeah. He's from Dubai.
He's from Dubai, so not, but yes.
Same area. Like,
sorry.
Getting to Abu Dhabi would be quick. A lot easier for him than it would be for us.
But here we go. Ghostface Driller. What a good transition here. Tour packs for the mini all access. So they did just announce the Minnesota Lynx all access.
Oh, that is talking about Disneyland.
I wonder. I wonder if we're gonna see something like that.
That would be kind of wild.
Really?
Though. It was a cross.
Like, you're serious?
League.
Yeah. When do you think
16 people are gonna be able to get the next tour moments? You say?
Oh well, or anybody that went to the WNBA game.
I think that.
Like they just like, we happen to have a.
But they
$99.
They can't cross WNBA and NBA. They're 2 different products.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So
all right, back to Abu Dhabi. Back to Abu Dhabi.
Raptors are playing a preseason game in Montreal, so like I want to throw that out there. I know JP, you wouldn't mind.
I've never been to Canada.
So throw that hat in the ring.
I'd go to Montreal.
I would too.
Don't be so enthused there, Mike. You're about to shoot me down, and then you're like, I guess I'd go to Montreal.
Yeah, I would go. Well, no, I was going to shoot you down because it's a preseason game, but they just did Summer League weird stuff. So vintage vibes. There you go, Shapoopy. Vintage vibes.
Yeah, that's a great comparison.
I think the next tour we see is opening night, and then we probably see it. I think it's going to be around those 10 pole games that I was saying a while back, where we'll see like opening night, Christmas Day, All-Star Weekend, some playoff
All-Star Weekend for sure. Based on what they did this last year, I think the Top Shot convention, they'll have a tour. Packs.
I bet the Top Shot convention's not till next. If it's not like opening night, I bet it's not until next summer. Like
yeah,
summer
I
league?
would. Yeah, I would think it's probably not for a while. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that'll have tour moments in it too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh, what else? What else? Did anything else? Did you guys have a plan for tonight? Says JP. JP, I told you at the beginning, yeah, and then John Boy couldn't make it. John Boy couldn't make it. What are you mad?
We're just enjoying talking about the company you work for, JP.
JP's mad that we're nailing it right now. That's he's like,
they're announcing all the tour dates.
Yeah, he's like, dude, cancel Abu Dhabi.
Like, how'd they find out the price pack already?
Yeah.
No one's gonna listen to those random spaces leading up to that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna rip a pack. Let's rip a pack while we keep talking about this stuff. But I got my all-day challenge pack, so let's do that. That might have been the meanest thing I've ever said. You can say whatever you want. You're on vacation.
JP, I've heard you say meaner. Don't worry.
Yeah, probably to my face. All right, I'm gonna claim and open this.
All right, let's get that CMC, baby.
So I've been seeing everyone in the Team Hold Discord just absolutely smash these packs.
Yeah.
So there's only garbage left. I'm telling you that right now.
Me and you have dud packs right here.
Yeah.
Coming at you live for great content.
Even John Boy sent us his, and it was like
his was
all
rough.
good, and he was like, "This sucks, dude. This sucks." I go Marquise Brown. I forget who the other one was. Kadarius Toney maybe, and Gainwell. It was like all rookies.
Yeah, it was nothing like special though.
Here's something else we can talk about while we wait for this. When JP, feel free to answer in the chat. When is the flow coming? When's our truckloads of flow, man? Flow is mooning right now. I want to be able to sell it. I would like it before next Saturday so that I can pay for the open bar. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Is that all because we can share our NFTs on Instagram? We are so fucking dumb.
Well, it's not. I mean, first of all, it's not us. It's the general public. I didn't buy any flow.
Mike's like, I put everything in.
Mike's like, I put the wedding budget in flow.
I sold it Andre Miller to transfer it to flow.
I just can't imagine. Sorry, just my mic peaked right there. I can't imagine being like, you know what, dude? I'm out on crypto. I'm out on flow. Wait, I can put that on Instagram? Yeah. Unload, dude.
Well, I think it's more the fact that they have a partnership with the failing company that is Meta. You know,
that's true.
So like whether no matter what you think about it, because I mean, Instagram's dying anyway. Like it's pretty much dead at this point.
It's all ads, man.
Yeah, they've destroyed their own platform. But that's a whole different conversation. Their algorithm is atrocious. But what was I going to say? Oh, just Dapper, which is like still a star. Like I know it got this crazy valuation and people love to be like, oh, $7 billion. But like, it's not a $7 billion company. It's a very young, like startup, and an established company like Meta, no matter what you think about them, they're an evil company, but still like an established, huge, valuable company partnering with this startup is like insanely like huge for Dapper as a whole. And so since Dapper you can't buy their stock on the internet or on the stock market, but you can buy flow tokens. So
but then isn't there another unlocking period coming in like September or something, or October? That like
correct, which is why we need to get a truckload and sell it and then buy after the unlocking.
I need it, dude. I need it. I need a Roham Spaces where he's like, yeah, I got 2 announcements today. 1, I'm awesome. 2, here's the truck. It's just like him in a car, or a truck just backing up.
I hope we all get like an email, and it's just like a million gifs of trucks, and that's how you claim it. You have to go find which one to click on.
Roham just gets on his Spaces after like 1 too many martinis on his yachts, and he's like, Mark Zuckerberg, more like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, yeah. Everyone's getting flow.
That's good. That's good. All right, here we go. We're ripping. Let's rip this thing.
Dez versus Roham Spaces.
Oh yeah, we could talk about Dez Bryant. Can I get rares in this, or is this all commons?
You can get a rare. You have a
10% chance at rare.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance? Here we go. Show me.
He's saying it's a guarantee.
Marquise Brown, just like JonBoyBeats. There we go. Bombs away.
All right, guys. Now that he's gone, we can really talk about stuff.
No, JP, come on, hang around, dude. Hang around. All right, here we go.
Pump the algo, JP.
Yeah, or at least don't turn it off. Just you can leave.
Yeah,
mute it.
We'll
Mute
take
it and walk
Waller.
away.
This
Ooh,
is nice. Waller
that's
debut.
a W. That's a W.
Yeah, we'll take a Waller debut. I think I have like 5 of these.
I think I only got 2.
We'll take it. All right. It's a common. Let's see. Panthers? Nope. Jazz. Ooh, look at that low serial of a piece of shit player. Michael
That's a nice serial.
It is. Michael Carter already. This is his rookie moment. He already lost his job. To Brees Hall, but that's okay. We'll take it.
He'll get it back. I believe in him.
We'll take it. TST, you have one too, right?
Yeah, I've been letting it load forever.
Since the beginning.
So I should be able to fire this up.
I'm thinking about selling all my all-day stock though, just to go get some whatever Des Bryant's
flow
up at. No, I think Des has he seems to be building in the background, and I think he's got something.
Dude, he's been in this space a long time. He's been moving. He's been shaking. He's been shaking hands. You know.
Yeah. Oh God.
He's been coding. Des Bryant, infamous software developer.
He shared
innovator,
some stuff.
Builder.
He shared some stuff today of him catching footballs on trampolines.
Yeah, I've never seen them do that in the NFL. That's innovative.
It made me wonder.
Let's see slam balls back.
Slam balls back.
I saw that.
Speaking of trampolines,
playback of slam ball every day.
Honestly, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that. Yes,
that'd be so much fun, dude. I will do playback of slam ball all day.
When slam ball NFTs? When's that on flow?
Dude, those would be fire.
Dude, bring that on the tour. Rapping is.
Oh,
Michael Carter,
but not a good serial.
Starting a Discord, baby. Also, this is good, Milo. Wallers.
Elijah Moore.
Oh, this is good. Rookie bat, though. This is a good moment to get. I like Elijah Moore.
They love the end arounds, eh? On all day.
They do.
I love a good end around. That's always a fun play.
All right. Ooh, Bengals. Oh, Marquise, dude, almost the same pack, dude. All day's fucking broken.
Man, randomizer.
That's rough.
Wow.
Oh, glad I opened mine off stream because that's probably. Hey, oh yeah, I saw this. This is kind of cool.
This, huh?
Yeah.
I just click this button. I get the rest of the moments.
I think so. When serial NFTs, we get that. What if there was? Has Des already? I don't know if he's already released an NFT. Is that true?
I don't know. Didn't he go on the news and talk about it recently
one or something?
I don't know.
In a bunch of them.
He's been very tangential to multiple NFT projects. I don't think he's officially.
Jeez, TopShot Tesla. Listen, I'm not going to let the podcast people hear what that is, but they get to see it. You get to see it here.
Come check it out on YouTube if you want to see what he paid $2 to put up on the screen.
I think that's the best $2 he's ever spent on this channel, which is not saying much, but
a lot cheaper than what Poker Pro Eric has to spend for one of those.
Hey-oh.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Des thing bums me out. Not bums me out. I don't really give a shit. I just thought it was funny. That was such a playbook, right? From that was the most sketchy sus thing.
I legitimately laughed out loud when AG quote tweeted and it was like, "Shots fired." I'm like, what? No.
It was such a sus thing, and it was so clear. It was so clear what it was, and what cracked me up is, no disrespect to the people in the POG community, but a lot of the POG digital people were being like, "Yeah, dude, Des fucking gets it." I was like, "Wait, what? How This has only like 16 likes. He has 3.5 million followers. How are you one of the people liking this? 16 out of 3.5 million. How did you end up being like, Dez gets it?
Did you check Dez's wallets for Pogs?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they think he gets it. Dude, Dez has got the whole founder set of Pogs. He gets it. He knows where this place is going.
I just was so confused when I like woke up to that. People being like, nah, dude, Zakarian's wrong. Dez is a thought leader. What's so I don't want it. This is for offline. I'm not even gonna keep going. Well, just let it go. Look at me censoring myself late at night.
It is legitimately funny because it's like you said, it's not even innovative. Like it's right out of the like I'm dropping a project playbook. You know,
Yeah.
like when Kevin Hart was like, "Oh, been hearing these words like Web3 and build."
Kevin Hart, old white man.
What?
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to do a Kevin Hart impression right now.
It was just so funny that I was like.
I think the people listening to the podcast actually thought he was on first.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think it'll be it. I mean, I swear I saw somewhere that he talked about his project on the news or something like something
in Dallas. It was in like
interview.
Dallas local radio. Yeah.
Yeah. And he'll announce it soon, and then we can all dunk on it, and then yeah, I don't know why he's making a money grab now when he's been pretty aware of the space for a long time, and there was a lot of time to make a money grab when things were good. I'll just say that. Like this is the worst time to be like, all right, boys, let's cook.
Also, he just didn't say what he was doing. All he did was, listen, I love when people go like Gary V. I'm here for that. It just was weird. It was just weird to be like, hey, Gary V, dude, I see what you're doing. I don't like it. I got you.
But this is like direct shots at Candy.
Yeah.
Top Shot.
I need to practice my Gary V impression. That's something I can pull
right?
off. Yeah.
Yeah. Des, thank you so much for your tweet. I like that. Right? Isn't Gary V have like a high pitch thing? Or is that
but that's a little like too much like spice on it.
Hero.
Yeah.
You gotta swear a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is I used to have a decent Gary V. I need to go in the lab and get it going, and then do I'll make some dumb fake Twitter account about it.
Just have Kevin Hart talking to Gary V. It'd be like a little duet.
People will be like, whoa, I've never seen these guys cross paths.
Ooh, Mike's saying is called The Personal Corner by the athlete for the athlete. I saw he was doing a spaces tonight. I actually thought it was happening right now. I saw that in between tweets of him catching footballs on the trampoline.
I was about to say, no wonder we didn't break 100 viewers. Everyone's at the Des Bryant spaces. All right, let's talk about all day. Enough about Des Bryant. Let's just talk about all day real quick. Like, how are we feeling after this challenge? Like, what do we think the move is? Because football is like right around the corner. I'm getting excited. Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like everybody was pretty excited. It just seems like good vibes all around. Like people were pumped about the challenge. I think they wanted a Hall of Fame challenge, so I wonder how everyone's going to respond tomorrow if they don't get one. But it seems like they still have one more challenge coming. I'm just more excited for maybe building up expectations, but I feel like we're going to get a bunch of announcements from them in the next few weeks, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I'm excited for like things to really kick off. I mean, just from like a sports fan perspective, but also like I think all day is going to be really exciting, at least at the beginning. I hope it can stay very exciting and people are super, super hyped on it. But I think the beginning is going to be electric. I think it's going to feel kind of like early Top Shot did. And I'm really, really excited for that. I think people are really ready to hit the ground running, or I think they've already hit the ground running.
Yeah.
TSC, what about you?
You out there buying?
I like made sure I had like a decent amount of different choices at each position to get in on some rumble, and then also that should cover some challenge that pops up and stuff. I'm super interested to kind of like see the progression from like Thursday to like Sunday, partway through the games. Like it's going to be, what I imagine is like kind of those like crazy sweats we saw for flash challenges, but like because of how NFL is like on hyperdrive and like more regular. And I don't know, like I think it'll be a fun thing where you can kind of, if you're not like so in the all day streets, you can kind of like tune in on, you know, even catch up Saturday on what happened like the previous games. And then Sunday, you're just like paying attention that one day of week, which is like how some people consume football as is. So like, it'll just kind of add to that thing. Like, yeah, I know personally, I'm pretty much like during football season, I'm like, okay, like every Sunday's a write-off. Like I have to have all my other stuff done because I'm watching Red Zone from 1 till 7. And then if the night game, maybe if I didn't get my shit done, I have to do it then, but I'm sitting on the couch from 1 till like 7 PM every single time. So this will just like add to that, and that'll be fun.
I agree with you. I think JK's point too, like I think we need to learn this soon. I think we need to learn what the prize pool is going to look like. Because I totally agree, man. I think if the prize pools are legit to what TST was saying, I think we'll see a ton of movement on Thursday to Sunday, just like we saw with TOC, right? Like there was like reason to get out there and fire away. But I think there needs to be at least a comma, as we were saying, right? Like it needs to at least be like $1,000 up top every week. Otherwise, I don't know if it's worth like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, you know?
But they have talked about how it's going to be pretty flat.
I mean, I think
that doesn't mean that the very top isn't like it could drop off and flatten out, but they did talk about it when I
do think the prize pools are.
They talked about how it being flat is like more appealing to.
Flat is more appealing, but if it's like 300 for first, 200 for second, 100 for third, do you know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't know. That is moment ranks once a week, and I don't think that will. No, and I mean, what moment ranks did was great because that's what we had, but I don't think that is going to move the needle for you to get out there and buy moments for specific stuff. I think it needs to, but again, it's only once a week. We don't know. We don't know where the money's coming from. Is it coming from our sponsor OTM? Is it coming from Dapper? Like, what's it coming from?
It's coming from Dapper for sure, right? Because it's Dapper partnered with OTM to create that.
But yeah, I hope so.
I would assume it's from Dapper, yeah. And if the money is even somewhat similar to the way they do moment ranks play, like you would think that the prize pools are significantly bigger because there's way less games, right? Or way less days of competition to divide it up between.
Right. And to the house. So I know what you're saying here. This might be more so for flash challenges and not fantasy. They've already announced how OTM Rumble is going to work. So you don't play special. Don't do that.
Well, that's your defense, right?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I think that is going to be the biggest drivers, whatever these challenges look like, and then whatever like the prize pools look. I mean, people are going to play the fantasy game no matter what, but I just hope they're big enough that we see what we saw with TOC, because that was so fun, man. Seeing those moments, those like position cards go nuts every Thursday night into Friday was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it's just a really, I think similar to TOC, where that was just such a fresh take on fantasy, like whether you're doing like all season team or DFS, like it was just it's in its own lane. I think Rumble really has the opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, shout out to OTM for our sponsor for creating like some unique stuff, because I do think like if the prize pools are big enough and this thing opens up and it just gets a little traction, at least it could take off, just because people like us, when we experienced TOC, we're like, wow, this is like really refreshing. Like I'm having a lot of fun. People could be doing the same thing with Rumble, and the entry point isn't this crazy number either, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and hopefully, like we see, I know the Jolly Jokers thing mints next week, I think. And then we'll get to, I think, like preseason Rumble is gonna. So even if you're not someone who has a Jolly Joker, you'll at least get an idea from people who do have it what the preseason Rumble looks like. And I know the prize pools won't be the same, but we'll have an idea. Well, also the TOC best ball is supposed to start like any day now, I think.
Oh yeah. I'm excited.
I'm pretty
thought
pumped for that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to start
pumped
already.
for that.
Best ball is a lot of fun.
And just like as someone who can't get on all those sites from where I am, so and just like I like that it kind of like it has that randomization part. Like you can't like combine things, you can't buy a bunch, so you're not at like if you're not like a huge and if you're not a huge whale, like you're not at a disadvantage, or like someone that has like crazy knowledge, well, like if they don't get the cards pulled right, then they can't really help themselves that much. So
okay, one more thing and then let's get out of here, because I want Jeb to put his tinfoil hat on. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things, and before I pull it up, hold on. I gotta know, Jeb, is something going on right now? And how do we react to this information? I'm pulling up both things before I share screen, so that way we can do it quickly. But I feel like we haven't had a tinfoil hat moment in a while.
That's true.
And now it's time. I think we have to figure out what is going on with NBA Top Shot, because we've got 2 tweets in the last 24 hours.
Oh, is it people saying I love Top Shot?
Yeah, what's going on?
I did see both of those.
So Packrip says I love Top Shot. This is at 8:44 at August 4th. This was today. Brandon Salt, Top Shot is so cool, man.
All right. So like, first of all, we have to rule out the fact that they are actually like enjoying Top Shot. There's no way that that's the case, right?
Right, because what we're going to find out tomorrow, even though that information has already been leaked, they can't participate.
Correct. I mean, on top of that, Packrip tweeted about he's very, very excited for August, and I mean, when he's tweeted about being super excited about something, it hasn't been like just for nothing. It may be a little underwhelming to the expectations we've built up, but I do think there's going to be some pretty exciting things coming out. And I also think that, I mean, they're finally getting the leaderboards together. Like once things are a little more complete and we have a bigger picture, I'm sure Series 4, the roadmap drops very soon. Ooh. That's why Brandon's tweeting that, because he's excited to like do his job. And he's like, oh, wow, Top Shot, like this is great. And then I'm trying to think what Packrip's doing. Maybe they're like, oh, we need a blog a day.
They just made his hoops, like his bad basketball sessions Top Shot moment.
Yeah, that's the next tour packs.
Hold on, let me make sure there's no spelling error on this before we do this. Don't need to tweet out.
Well done. One of my favorite parts of that tweet is that someone who's clearly hasn't been checked in.
Shut up, Chris. Sorry. That's great. Sorry, go ahead.
One of the responses to Packrip is clearly someone that hasn't been in the Top Shot, and they ask him, so like I gave up because some withdrawal problem, which means it's a long time ago that they were on the site. And then he goes, what keeps you motivated? Serious question. So I don't think they know that he works there. And they think that he's just like still super into it and just like tweeting out, I love this. And he's like, what keeps you motivated?
Yeah, he has a lot of followers. He has a lot of followers.
He really does. He's like 30,000, right?
Yeah. So I mean, maybe they just were like, "Hey, tweet it out. You have to. Like, this is part of your marketing job." Like 30,000 untapped collectors.
All right, here we go. Just checked out Des Bryant's Spaces. This guy gets it. Sign me the. All right, I feel like he wouldn't retweet something that sign me the fuck up. There we go. My goal. 10-minute show tonight, boo. Wait, 10-minute show? What are you talking about?
We've gone an hour already.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Maybe he's playing it like behind.
Nothing better than summer in Montreal, though.
I really want Tony and Des to get together.
Dude, I'm dying for that to happen.
So Janie's not going to be on the morning show, Regulator, but Regulator, are you international? Because maybe it's morning for you. I do think Janie and Packrip. I'll ask Packrip tomorrow why he loves Top Shot when he comes on. There we go. That's good. But they're supposed to be coming on tomorrow afternoon. So Yeah,
I'm
I bet you
excited.
it's because they're
4
talking
o'clock.
about run it back stuff. By the way,
What's up?
I bet you it's because they're talking,
No, they're
hyped
talking
about run it back stuff.
I
I
got
swear to
scheduled
God,
about the play policy though.
if Run It Back comes out before the start of the year, I'll be so mad.
You'll go
It's the-
full John Boy.
It's just the easiest W in the world,
It is.
It's going to come out before.
right? Like who's going to play opening night? Did they already announce? Is it going to be Golden State Boston? Is that what they do? It's in San Francisco.
I don't think they've announced it, but I'm assuming that's going to happen.
Right.
The champs always play though.
Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Reggie Lewis. Those are your 3 run it back options.
Art Jackson, excuse me.
Wait, R. Jackson, is that what you said?
Don't we already know the year from Austin's tweet?
Correct, 86, 87.
I'm going to be so mad. If Larry Bird is in this, I'm going to be so mad.
What if Michael Jordan's in it? That's okay?
Yeah,
as long as the legend's not in there.
No, just do it right.
Yeah, I would be extremely disappointed if they drop Jordan in a group. They should
yes.
It should be like, I mean, I feel like now, because we had that Magic drop, that run it back should suck, because they should not be dropping any good players in it, and they should do a special like solo drop for the good like legends.
I agree.
Yeah. Kareem should have his own drop. Like if you're considered top 10, you should have your own drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Russell?
Do not mix Bill Russell or Larry Bird or any of these guys in with the rest of like the like like the fact like I when my dad opened his pack, he was just like he saw what he could get. He was like, oh, Shaq, Allen Iverson stuff, and then he got Shane Battier, and he's like, what is this doing in here? Like, so I think this is.
But like if Brandon's tweeting that out, like we know how much he loves basketball and stuff, so he's probably just was like, just getting to grind, watching 86, 87 highlights, just like, and he was like, this is so cool, man. This is gonna be awesome. Which doesn't mean that it's coming out before the start of the season. It just means that's what he's currently working on. But if I had to bet, but
my real guess is that they're going, because it couldn't be Top Shot if they didn't like let us know and announce it was coming. So my guess is that like everybody's really hyped about the roadmap. They like really hammered it out there.
I definitely think that's a part of it.
They were in a meeting today and they were like, you know what? The min count is going to be 9. And then everybody got excited and they signed off and they were like, yes, 9. An odd number. Tweet it out. Tweet.
I definitely think it has to deal with the roadmap. It sounds like everyone from Packrip who's like in marketing to Brandon who's in like content selection, like are having a like say, which I think is cool. So let's hope too many cooks in the kitchen is a good thing in this case. I'm excited. I think they've learned. Season 3 was an improvement in terms of roadmap. Like it was better than series 2. So
you mean that a roadmap existed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Okay. So if series 4 is an improvement from series 3, like that's progress, and that's what makes me excited about Top Shot. I don't need them to nail everything. I just need to see improvement consistently.
What was that Packrip Muhammad tweet that was like
the 999 one?
No. Also a good one. The one that was like series 4, the Great War, series 5, the Great Divide, series 6, everyone's got big dicks. It was something like that. Like it was.
Sounds like a Tony.
No, definitely tweeted like
you're onto something there.
Series 4 rocket ship emoji.
No, it was something series 4 was like the Great Reset.
Yes.
Oh, 5 was like, I don't know, the fruits of our labor or something.
I would give Top Shot so much credit if they were like, we're excited to announce the series 4 roadmap, the Great Reset.
And it's just a picture of his tweet.
Hey, shout out Patrick Mahomes though. He raised like a shit ton of money for Ben.
Yeah,
McElroy.
that's super cool.
That was neat.
This is semi-true, PP. And it goes back to what Mike was saying though, where they'll run it back,
Blame it on
releasing
Mike.
it beginning of the season is like an easy W. So take
It's
the easy
easy.
W.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I made a TikTok about it, guys. People saw it. We have to do it.
There's just too big. There's too big of a gap, man.
JP said, well, it's gap to what?
But like from like the end of the summer, like the W is going to be like tailing off. They're going
Do
to run out of
something
squad
else.
goals. What are they going to do?
Fucking anything.
another historical set that isn't
Last year they did like, oh, like here's a challenge, top 5 plays of the year. Here's a challenge.
Yeah.
Like
Summer
they did a bunch
Burning.
of challenges for like the summary of the year. And they could do the same thing again with Burning, like Mike's saying. They have a gajillion Series 3s like base set packs to give out. So don't we have the Top Shot birthday coming around soon? It was in October.
Oh, HBD Top Shot. Never forget.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
still have a pack.
Thanksgiving, right?
I don't. I ripped it, thank God.
Listen, I just hope every content creator has a chance to give away packs that day because,
Oh god.
ooh, boy, if they don't,
We might get another video essay.
right.
Yeah.
Also, Mike, this was a great joke. To be fair, the furthest PPE's gotten his first base, so that's why he only understands singles. I also want to say, Mike, who is familiar with just random strays, just getting smoked on the Top Shot video today. Just
Oh my
smoked.
god. Poor guy.
The missed layup, dude. Talk to Davey, man. You should have sent Davey a couple of moments being like, hey, dude, chill out with the footage, man.
That video was sick. That video was shout out to Davey. That was like beautiful. Like if that doesn't get you excited about Top Shot, I don't know what will.
That was good.
That was really cool. Really cool. I am a little upset that Jacob had to make it political with his shirt. But you know, I guess some people can't be professional.
Poor Weisberg. Poor Weisberg.
I'm sure it was really helpful that it was just brought up too.
It was funny too because man, when it happened, I was like, the first shot of it, I was like, man, good for Weisberg, dude. He's like, this is front and center, just like him. And then immediately, it's like Brick City knocked out a knockout. I'm like, wow.
that was a quick turn. It was a quick turn. I also was like, oh, Weisberg, a lot of airtime. Oh, there he is again. And I was like, oh,
dude, just getting strays.
or Weisberg. Yeah, I know it's funny because I made it through like I think 4 or 5 rounds, but the round watching that, the round I got out, I missed like 3 point-blank layups. And I was like, thank God no one got that on film.
Thank God I didn't piss Davey off. What did Mike do? That's what I want to know.
He's like, it's even worse. Hit a few threes. And Davey was like, don't worry, bro. I got you.
So then what did you do? So we know it happened after the basketball, but before you left Vegas.
Oh, so something happened. Something happened that Friday night, maybe.
I was
or Top Shot Golf, maybe.
I was bummed that I didn't get any dodgeball highlights in there. I was taking heads off when I was playing. So if JP's in the chat still, he can attest. But yeah, I was bummed. I was hoping to see a murder on screen.
Also, maybe something Thursday night. There we go. Weisberg. Thursday night was wild though. Thursday night was a good time at the judge's house.
He lives there, right?
What'd you say? TSC?
He lives there, right?
Yeah, he lives there.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was cool. It was good because it was just like it was a perfect place to meet all these new people.
Yeah,
like nice, not enough room to not be like packed in, but like enough like closeness where you just kind of bumped into someone new randomly and were able to start a conversation. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a great time. Time.
The whole thing was great.
All right, boys, should we wrap up here?
I think so.
We did it.
Yeah.
Jeb, anything you got coming up? I know you got a new floaty video that people should check.
I got a lot. So yeah, new floaty video, which let me remind you, go to my channel, hit the subscribe button, click on the video, mute it, put it on loop, and then just go to bed. Okay. Make sure you smash that like too. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live stream with Patrick Mahomes. We're going to be giving out a lot of 9999 moments. No, but we're
Glenn's going to be pumped.
If you are unaware, I still have to like make a meme and like do some promo and stuff. But we're going to do a live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, where we're going to be giving away all the moments that were up for grabs for the charity event that he did. We'll be talking about that. I've secured some packs from Dapper to give to people in the chat, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
Like we're gonna try to turn, and then also if I will be matching like the first $50, all the money that's donated to my channel that day will go to the charity. I will be matching up to $50 as well. Like we're trying to just make this fun, celebrate the Top Shot community and the success. I think they raised over he raised over 7K.
Yeah. Wait, so the moments that were donated, you guys are giving away?
No, that's what I thought too when he said that. But when he promoted it, he
was
like, I'm giving these away as well.
Yeah, when he announced it at the beginning, he's like, if you donate any type of money, you get entered into the raffle.
Nice.
This list of moments.
That's
so
awesome.
we're gonna be spinning a wheel. We're gonna be giving away some packs. I don't know what else we're gonna do, but yeah, just come by, pump the numbers, hit the algo. It's for a good cause. So
nice. TST, you had a bunch of videos come out this week, right? You doing on the W? You doing on team checklist? Not team set rewards. What'd you do? What do you got going on?
I had one video come out. I'm gonna put out a W preview probably tomorrow, and then I'm hopefully gonna record a couple for next week. Got a bunch of notes from today that you can't see here.
Yeah, that looked like a blank page.
Is that one of your students' homework?
Notes, your key to your off-season buys. So hopefully I'll have time to film that and edit it because I'm going on vacation next week. So
nice.
Where you go?
Oh yeah, where are you going?
A little cottage.
Nice. Just like in
north
the woods.
Of Toronto. North of
there you
Toronto.
go. Yeah. Jeb, what time is that again tomorrow?
5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So 8 p.m. Eastern time.
So 8 p.m. for the rest of the world.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah. For the people who don't have it as nice.
For Beast Coast. So tomorrow for me, I think we'll be back at 9 a.m. Eastern. We'll see how I feel. And then tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, we should have Janie and Pack Rip on, as well as Veerman and Tandy talking about all of that fun stuff. And then I'm off for 2 weeks, then gone. So we'll have some friends jump in and do some shows while I'm gone. What's up?
And some enemies.
And some enemies, friends and enemies. Friends and enemies.
But that's how it works with Mike. Either all in or all out, just like his Top Shot collection.
Smart.
Exactly. You're either locked or a loser. But yeah, then I'll be gone for a couple weeks. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm not going to give away anything, but you should still tune in. It'll be good stuff. And then we'll be back in a couple of weeks gearing up for the beginning of the NBA season. We actually have a fun thing. I'll announce it here first, but what we're going to do in September.
Breaking news.
Yeah, probably like the second week of September up until opening night of the NBA. We're going to do a show a day on a specific team leading up to the new season. And I'm going to try. I'm doing my best. I've already been in touch with a handful of them to get a captain from that team to like come on towards the end of each show to kind of talk a little bit about what they're doing while we like preview the team for the year. So we got that to look forward to in September, as well as a bunch of NFL shit.
A captain a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, and I don't mean Top Shot captains either. I'm talking like Jamal Murray. He's coming on.
Also, the captain of the airplane that I'm flying to my wedding. Like
there you go. Yeah,
all the captains.
All of them. And JP, listen, dude, get in my DMs because I need one.
That's a pretty good wedding gift.
That is. That is more than a lot of you fucks in the chat gave. So thanks, JP. Anything else? We good? We out?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see you. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Shot Tank will be here next week. Maybe it won't, but I won't be here.